Sorry guys that I'm eating right now. It's like 5 o'clock and this is like the only thing that I've eaten all day because, you know, kids. Alright guys, so I am here. I don't even know where to begin with this story time. First of all, I want to say that I don't have any lipstick on because I didn't really want to deal with that because I literally just got ready for this video. So I just put some chapstick on and it's kind of like drying down at this point, so ignore that if you can. Also, I'm wearing a huge sweater and yes, it's June and it feels like June outside actually, but I keep my house really cold, like 60 degrees-ish for some reason because, you know, I like to be cozy with blankets. I'd rather be cold than like hot, so that's why I have a sweater on, if you guys were wondering. By the way, this is from like Zaffle, I think. Not sponsored. Not sponsored. I got it a long time ago and actually they sent me some clothes and you guys want the tea. They sent me some clothes and I didn't like them, so I told them that I wasn't gonna film a video. Real tea, no shade, you know? Anyways, let's get into what you guys all want to know. Oh my god, I don't know how to get through this video. I will probably be smiling a ton because when I'm uncomfortable, I smile and laugh and try to make jokes. Okay, yeah, I have butterflies in my stomach right now. I'm so nervous. You guys probably clicked on this video because you saw the title. You guys are probably wondering if it's clickbait or if it's actually true, and you guys, it's true. This video is gonna be a little bit more serious just because it is very close to my heart and kind of hard for me to talk about, and that's why I'm starting to laugh. I'm gonna try and keep it lighthearted. I'm gonna try, I don't know where this video is gonna take me. I don't really talk about this much just because it's kind of it's kind of shameful, you know? I feel like sometimes people can be judged based off of their parents' actions, and I don't ever want to be like judged from my mom's mistakes. Let me just get on into it. If you guys are new here and you're not coming from my family vlogging channel, I'll have my family vlogging channel linked down below. If you guys are coming from my family vlogging channel, then you guys might know a little background already, but I will go ahead and just start from the beginning. I do not know how long this video is going to take, so if this is a long video, I'm sorry. Just a heads up. Let's go ahead and get started. So yes, I was a teen mom and homeless and dealing with this new thing that I've never really been familiar with, which was prison. So I'm gonna start from the very beginning. I don't have anything written down, so if you see me kind of like looking around the room to find my thoughts, that's why. I thought, sorry, there's like a gnat or something. I thought that might be like a little more real, as if I was just like kind of sitting down talking to my friends and just kind of spilling what my life is like. Not kidding, I could have a reality TV show. Also, if you are coming from my family vlog channel, then you know background on like my mom and that whole situation. So I'm gonna be talking about that in this video. I'm not gonna give dates and I'm gonna be a little vague just because my mom's case is still kind of ongoing and I don't want to like jeopardize anything that's going on with that, but I'm gonna try and keep it as real as possible and give you things that won't necessarily hurt her or the outcome or anything like that. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm also going to kind of hold back on some things, keep some things private just for me and my family and out of respect for my mom. I will say that I got a lot of questions asking if my mom was like in prison like my whole childhood, and that is not the case. She was in my life up until a few years ago. I'm not gonna be like exact. How should I word this? Up until a few years ago. So I was a teen mom. Most of you guys know that. I had my baby just a month after I turned 17. Lacey, there she is. I'll pop in some pictures if I can. So I was a teen mom and I was living at my mom's house. Me and my boyfriend at the time, Graham, or was he my husband? Honestly, can't. No, he was my husband. Sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts and remember everything right. We had an apartment when we turned 17. Right after we had our daughter, we got an apartment. And at that point, you know, we were living happy, but he was working at like Price Chopper and I was what was I doing? I think I was working at like Old Navy. Pretty sure I was working at Old Navy, and we were trying to make ends meet. We got an apartment. It was like $800 a month, I want to say. It was really nice for our first apartment. Eventually, as time went on, it just got way too hard to, oh great, my camera battery's dying. It just got way too hard to try and manage that apartment. So we ended up subleasing it out to my brother, and he was living there, and we moved back in with my mom's house to kind of save some money. So that's what we did. We ended up moving back in with my mom. I want to make this very clear. Me and Graham provided for Lacey 100%. My mom never like bought her like diapers or anything. I mean, of course, if she wanted to, she did. We raised her from here to there. We worked our asses off. We worked several jobs to make ends meet. We were living at my mom's house, but we were taking care of her. I remember there was I don't know how like detailed I should get. Something came out before we knew what was going on. There was an article that was posted about my mom. She got sent the link from one of her friends, and I freaked out. It was basically just this article saying that she was getting indicted on federal charges. I was so confused. I was like, is there another person named this? I was starting to freak out, and it was actually the day of my daughter's birthday that this article like was published. Now, a few hours later, it was taken down. I'm guessing she hadn't been indicted on those charges yet, and they didn't want to get in trouble. So anyways, I remember that whole time my mom was pretty much freaking out. I was freaking out because I have my baby. I'm living at her house. I don't know what I'm going to do. If the camera angle changed a bit, it's because my camera battery died and I had to go charge it really fast. Hopefully I can make it through the end of this video, but I might have to do it again. So we got sent the link to the article, and we were all freaking out. Long story short, the FBI came in and they took our house, anything that was left inside the house, and all of our cars. So I was basically left homeless. I do remember I was couch surfing with Lacey, and I had Graham at the time, but Graham was trying to get into the military, and he didn't want any of that like on his like record, because he had to have like a background check and stuff, and they like had to check out like my mom and like stuff like that before all of this went down, and he didn't want to be like tied to that. So he basically had Lacey almost the entire time while I was helping my mom. I'm gonna keep it really real with you guys. Throughout that whole ordeal, I was with her by her side every single day, and I believed her, and I don't regret it, but she was very manipulative to me, and she did lie to me. Eventually she came clean about everything that she did, and I'm thankful that she like has grown since she's been in prison. But it definitely was very like eye-opening. I just never pictured her as like this very manipulative type of person, because quite honestly, that was my dad to me. I didn't grow up with my dad in my life. He was always in and out of jail actually, but my mom never was. She worked 9 years to get a degree. She had all me and my brothers back to back, and she went to school for 9 years to get her degree. And so the fact that like to me and like my like thinking, because I did have a daughter at the time, I just didn't understand how she could do that and just throw her entire life away. I'm not gonna go into exactly what she did, but I will say it was like a non-violent crime. And I think a lot of it had to do with her husband at the time, which I'm not gonna talk about. I love his side of the family. Like my stepsister, they're actually still married. They're not divorced yet. But my stepsister, I love her and I love her daughter, but I just think that my stepdad at the time really fucked with my mom in the head. Like, sorry for cursing, but you know, I'm not sorry, because I told you guys this was gonna be an uncensored channel, so whatever. She wanted to please a man because she never was able to do that and was never able to keep a guy's attention. I feel like that's just my point of view, and I know my family's probably gonna watch this and be like so pissed that I'm like saying all of this, but you know, it's my story too. I have to deal with the fact that my mom is in prison for something. I don't have her here. She hasn't seen Forrest yet. She hasn't met him yet. She will though. And she's been she's missed out on so much time because of things that she thought were more important at that time. Obviously she regrets everything, and I'm very close with my mom. I always have been and I always will be, but I was really hurt. I do think she's learned her lesson. We'll see. She's actually getting out pretty soon. I'm not gonna say a timeline, but you guys will definitely know like when she's like back, because she most likely will be living with me. Yeah, that's my story. I'm not gonna get into too many details, but I will just say that's what happened. For those that had questions, I think a few questions, I kind of deleted them because I asked this a long time ago before I even filmed this video, but a lot of people wanted to know if she was still, has she always been in prison, and the answer is no. A lot of people wanted to know what she was in for, which I kind of touched on, but I'm not going to give out that full information. I was kind of vague about it. And then a lot of people want to know if my kids have met her. Lacey and Wolf have met her. We've gone to visit her several times, and she hasn't met Forrest though, because he's, you know, just born. A lot of people want to know if I still talk to her. I do. If I'm still close with her, and I am. I just think that she made a really poor decision that led her to where she's at now. That's basically what happened. I was homeless. I was couch surfing, and eventually I moved in with Katie, as you guys know, and I was at Graham's parents for a while too. But I did go to like friends' houses and stay there a lot, and I was just kind of by myself and helping my mom. And I do remember I watched her get taken away in handcuffs. I was the only one that was there when that happened, which was really hard on me. It was rough, but you know, it's okay. I'm here. Me and Lacey turned out fine. Thank God that Graham was in my life at that time and, you know, didn't say peace out, because he really was taking care of Lacey a lot for me, and I really appreciate that. Anyways, that's the story. I know it's not the full story. I know you guys want a little bit more tea, you know, but that's what I feel comfortable sharing with you guys, and I hope you guys respect that, appreciate that. And if you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, follow my family vlogging channel or subscribe there, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.